Hey there guys, how's it going? This is Noah from eSports and welcome back to another video where today we are starting off our My Team career mode on the new F1 2020 game. And woo, this is going to be a very exciting career mode. I'm not doing the My Driver career mode because it's not as cool as the My Team career mode. You're getting the driver career mode plus your own team customization and everything in between. And of course it is the newest, brightest, and biggest feature in the new game, so of course we gotta play it on the eSports channel. And now, before we get into this video, I just want to remind you guys that if you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss the rest of the My Team career mode on eSports. I'm hoping that this is going to be a very fun series, not only for me to record and edit and upload, but also for you guys to watch at home. I hope that you guys enjoy it. And so again, make sure to subscribe to the channel if it does sound interesting to you to watch the next few episodes or all the episodes of this series. So anyway, enough of me yapping about this series. Let's get it underway. My Team career mode on F1 2020. Here we go. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do is select our character. Now, I've already created my character that I'm going to use. You guys can always create your own character in My Team career mode if you didn't already know this. Like, there's a create new button, but I'm just going to select the one I've already made with uniform colors and everything already done. Now, the secondary thing is to do our team details. So first we're going to put in a team name. I'm going to call this Iron Sport GP because I think it just sounds really cool. Iron Sport GP. So we're going to go along with that. Now our primary sponsor is the next thing to select. Now here we've got some sort of Chinese or Japanese lettering that I can't read. I don't know what that sponsor is, but it's more of a low-end sponsor. It's not going to give as much of a signing bonus. Now Pacifico, all the way on the right, has a huge signing bonus and a very difficult, at least compared to the other ones, goal if you want to get an extra payout. But now, if you look at it the way that I do, you see a huge signing bonus to get us on our feet to start off this career mode. And then you look at the goal bonus, which is bigger than anything else, plus a solid weekly income. It just seems like the best deal to me, so we're going to go with Pacifico as our primary sponsor to start off this My Team career mode. And now up next is going to be our engine supplier. So you got Honda, Renault, Mercedes, and Ferrari. Honda, of course, being the least performing slash durable engine, and then of course Ferrari the opposite, the most performance and most durability on the engine. So we're not going to go with either of those because they're either too low performance or too high performance, which means too much money. So Renault or Mercedes would be the ones that I would want to go with, but we're going to go with Mercedes because I really do want to spend a little bit of money on the car to start off. Because I feel like right now it's just really important to get this team up on its feet and get the team going fast at the beginning with its car, not necessarily its driver. So I'm not going to really worry about spending too much money on a good driver. So Mercedes is going to be our engine manufacturer. Now we go to our secondary driver. We've got, again, on the left, the cheaper, less valuable drivers. And then on the right side, we're going to have more valuable drivers. So we've got a whole bunch of these guys that are a little bit more in between. But if you go all the way to the right, we're going to have Anton Hubert. And so now, because we selected Mercedes as our engine supplier, we can select Hubert, who is the best available driver here, and he, of course, is affordable. So we're going to select him, and then we are going to be able to look at, of course, having a good, solid sponsor with a good engine and a solid driver as well. So we are going to confirm these settings. I think this is really good. We're still going to have a little bit of money left over for some other things. So yeah, like I said, we wanted this team to land on its feet, and I think it will with these 3 selections that we've made. Plus, I really like the Iron Sport GP team name. So yeah, there it is. So now up next, we need to select our livery that we're going to put on the car. So we're going to create a new one here. So I'm not exactly sure what I want to do for our livery just because I don't have everything available. I'm going to earn my way through the podium pass and eventually I'll get the one that I really want. But I'm not exactly sure. The Needles one looks cool. It doesn't have enough colors. Same with the Sunburst one, only 2 colors. Streamlined is okay, but I think we're going to go with the TriStar default because it just seems really nice. And so yeah, we're going to apply this one and then change its colors. The first one is the bluish color. We are going to change this to be more or less the grayish blue that I have on the eSports channel branding of colors. So we're going to take this and make it pretty nice looking. We're going to take this green and change it to our gray. And then the yellow, if we make this a little bit lighter, is going to be where the white currently is. We're going to take this and make it almost like a greenish yellow, give it all saturation, and then of course a little bit less luminance so it can actually be a color. And yeah, that's going to be the colors for our livery, so let's select this. And then we'll take a 360 view of it and see how it looks. Oh man, that looks really nice from the front left and front right. And then there's the back end of it. Looks very nice. So there is our livery for the Iron Sport GP team. We're going to select this. And then once we back out of this, we can select this as our livery. Now the next thing that we need to do is select our team badge, our team logo. I've already created this Because, I mean, of the shapes or icons that they had available, none of them really fit Iron Sport GP as a name. So we're just going to select this. It looks pretty good. It's got our blue and our yellow. The last thing that we need to do is just select our team colors. Those will go on the garage and the uniforms and everything, other than the drivers, which have their own uniform. So we're going to go with our blue, and then our gray, and then our yellow. And that will be our team colors. And now we can advance and get into our My Team career mode now that everything's been set up and created. But before we move on, I want you guys to pause the video and let me know what is the best thing that I've created on this team. Is it the badge, the livery, the uniform, the team colors, just all of it combined? Is it better just together? What do you guys like the most about this team? I don't know what I like the most. I think it's probably the livery. But let me know what you guys like the most. I'd love to hear. And now, without any further ado, let's advance to our season schedule. So now, we can't really do a 22 race schedule on this channel because I just have too much other content to put out as well, not just F1 2020. So we are not going to do the 22 race season schedule. We're going to do 10 races, starting with Australia, then going to Bahrain International Circuit for race number 2 under the lights. And then we're going to head to the Netherlands, Circuit Zandvoort. It's going to be a very, very cool race, I think. I've never raced on it yet on this game. Then we're going to go to Monaco. Of course, it is the crown jewel of the Formula 1 calendar, so we have got to go there. And then, of course, we've got Azerbaijan, the Baku City Circuit. The slipstream is incredible there. It's a really fun track. Let me skip a few races, and we go to Austria in Spielberg. And then, of course, we have to go to Great Britain, Silverstone Circuit, where it all started in Formula 1. So for the 70th anniversary season of Formula 1, we got to go there. And then, of course, we're going to go to Belgium, Circuit des Spa-Francorchamps, just because it is such a good track, such a fun track with Eau Rouge and everything. Then we're going to go to Brazil for race number 9. And then, of course, the finale of our Formula 1 My Team Career Mode season every year is going to be Abu Dhabi. Of course, it's a very, very fun track. Great looking track under the lights and everything. It's just going to be really fun. So that's our schedule. So now let's go and take a look at our first press interview with the media.
Okay, we're live in 5, 4, 3.
Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out, though, as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. Now, there's a rich history of that in Formula 1 too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team, though, is that while the team itself is new to Formula 1, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula 1 team?
So this first question, I just want to make sure that we give the team a little bit of props. All of these kind of do that, but I feel like the one on the right, not this one on the bottom, but the one on the right is going to be the one that we need to go with. So we're going to select that as our answer for the first question with the press interview.
Every team needs 2 drivers, but what was it that drew you to your teammates?
So in reality, if I could actually give any answer I wanted, it would be he's the highest rated driver in the game that was available to me and I could afford him. But really, I mean, the best answer to me is that we could see what he could do on paper, and I think that I saw potential. I think that he'll be helpful to the team.
No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat?
So basically, I know that we had our heads in the cloud when we picked Pacifico as our sponsor, but we have to go with Williams here, keep our feet grounded, so that's what we're going to pick.
How are you expecting the car to feel out on track?
So this one is going to be a little bit of an interesting pick. Remember, we have a good engine supplier, so we don't really need to boost that department too much, but I feel like the chassis is going to be really important. So we're going to boost that department here with the answer that we give, with just saying that they're incredible. So that's going to be our answer.
The other teams now have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
So now again, we don't really have to boost the engine department. They've already got a good engine on our team with Mercedes power unit. So we're just going to go with the one on the left. Obviously, the aero department needs a boost after we just boosted the chassis department. So that's what we're going to go with here.
Overtaking is a key part of this sport. How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your way?
So again, here we're just going to go with the chassis boost. We're going to tell them that we really have a light car because of the chassis department. Hopefully that will help them out with developing the car and making it a little bit better. And then, of course, I'm not really sure if we're going to have a fourth question to boost the air department yet again. But if not, that's not a terrible scenario. So yeah.
And finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of?
So right here, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if I want to go with the aero department and boost them, or if we want to boost the chassis department down at the bottom, because we also will have R&D points to use, but I think that we're going to go with the aero department and boost them.
Well, that's about all we've got time for here. We will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
Okay, great, thank you. That's a wrap.
Alright, so here we are. This is the main menu that we're going to use in the My Team Career Mode, the overview of the main HQ that we have in My Team Career Mode. So we've got on the overview the timeline calendar with activities and messages, and then we got facilities, R&D, vehicle, corporate, and standings as our other tabs on the menus. And so right away, I just want to assign a few activities. We're going to put some focus on the aero and chassis departments here. I think that's going to be very, very important to do and get them to land on their feet. After the car reveal, we are going to put some more focus onto driver training camp. I think that's going to be very important as well. We can get some R&D points and stuff, and then the Grand Prix weekend will happen. And so there's a couple more things that I want to do before we end this episode. I want to purchase one upgrade on the R&D tree, and it's going to be in the engine department. Now remember, we've got a whole bunch of upgrades already purchased in the R&D tree just because of what we did with our interview. So we've already gotten some R&D points and stuff purchased from that. So we're going to go to the engine and we're just going to upgrade the ignition system. I think that'll be very, very helpful for us to get a good engine going, and then we can move on and advance through our calendar. Alright, so now we're just going to do a little bit of time advancement. We are going to do our activities, gain some money and some resource points. We're going to get a little bit of driver focus and everything. And now it is time for our car reveal. So I'll see you guys afterwards. Enjoy. So yeah, the Iron Sport GP IR20 car has been revealed to the world in our first episode of our My Team Career Mode. So now the last thing for part number 1 of our My Team Career Mode is just to advance a little bit, collect some resource points and some money. And yeah, that will do it for part number 1 of our F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like on the video. I would really, really appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you're ready for more F1 2020 content coming up soon on the channel. Part number 2 will be out tomorrow, so I'm very, very excited for that. It's going to be our first race at the Australian GP. It's going to be really, really fun. And again, thank you all so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate when you guys even check out my videos. Whatever you do with it, likes, subscribes, whatever. I don't really care. Just thank you all so much for watching the video in general. I'll see you all very, very soon. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace out.